Hi everyone, welcome to day 11 of SQL Fundamentals. So today we are going to talk about subqueries. So what is subquery? A query is written inside a query is called subquery, right? So we have scalar, correlated. So we are going to go directly into the query window and I'll show you how a subquery would look like and what is the purpose of it, where we can use it, and like what are the other alternatives if you are using subquery or not. Okay. Yeah, so I have already query written in my window. So let us start with scalar subquery, right? So what is subquery? I'll take this into a new window. So if you use Control N, you'll get a new window. Semicolon is not needed. Yeah. So here in this select statement, right? I wanted to see the department name of my employee table, right? So what we actually have in this employee table, we only have department ID, right? I wanted to see the department name also when I display the name of the employee. So here what I have done, I have written a subquery. So this is called subquery. Okay, so whatever you have written in this bracket can be called as subquery. So I am using a different table, or maybe in some cases you might use the same table to get as result uh, in my select statement. So this can be called as considered as an example for scalar valued, because it is only returning one value at a time, because when you join a department ID and department ID against an employee, you'll only get one result, correct? So if it is getting multi result, definitely in select it is going to throw an error. I can show that error before we move into next one as well. So from statement, so yeah, let me delete this where condition. In this scenario, you are going to get multiple lines in from the department, right? All the values in the department is going to display. Let me see how many are there. There are 28, guess, yeah, 20, 21. So I'm going to run the query. Read the error carefully. Subquery returned more than one value. This is not permitted when the subquery follows equal to all these things when the subquery used in an expression. So when you are using in a select query, we are expecting only one result to be returned, but here more than one, right? Okay, that is how this error comes if there is multi-line are being returned, and we also have multi-line returning subqueries that we will be using in where conditions. We have those examples coming in the upcoming queries. So I hope this is clear what is subquery, and this is an example for subqueries being used in the select statement. Okay, so now subquery in where condition. So here I have the same employees being written. I need only employees who has salary greater than average employee of all the average salary of all the employees. So I have this query executed. So I don't get all the record, right? So what I am doing, I should know what is the average salary of the employee. First I am getting this number. So that is there, 73,000. Then I'm running the greater than condition on the same employee table to get the result. So this part of the query is called subquery. So we are using a subquery to get our initial requirement of getting the average salary. Then I'm running the query against that. You can also do like accomplish this subquery using a variable. Based on yesterday's class, you might know how to store a value from a select query to variable, and you can apply the variable here. You would be able to accomplish the same functionality through variable. Okay. So next is I hope like this is clear, and here also we are only getting one value being written, so this can also be called as a scalar valued subquery. So next is correlated subquery. So here in this query you did not put any conditions, right? You are getting a single result from the data. So this query is not depend upon your uh, other select query, correct? So this is where correlated subquery plays in a role. Imagine that you wanted to do the same average salary concept, but that need to be applied on the department wise, because I wanted to show the employees who has a higher salary uh, based on each department, in whoever is having more than average salary in each department. So what we need to do, we need to find average from each department. So that like you may have to multiple queries. So here what we are doing, you know what department this employees belongs to, right? You are joining that in our subquery, passing the department id, again passing the department id from your like subquery table. You are joining, so that like when you join this code, right? So anything you get from employee table for this subquery, when there is employee 1 is being passed, you are combining all the employees which where employee 1 is belongs to. Suppose employee 1 is in department 2, all the employees belongs to department 2 would be being filtered here, and you will be finding the average from that. So these kind of queries are called correlated subqueries, which help you to pass the conditions in the subquery. So here in the first query which I have explained, it was correlated subquery because there was a filter for department from the main query. So this can also be called as correlated. Since we haven't discussed the concept, I didn't highlight that in the discussion. Okay. So now the last one is sorry, not the last one, right? So we didn't cover the multi-row subquery. So previously we got an error saying that you cannot get multiple rows as a result from a subquery, because there we were expecting only single result, right? But there might be scenarios you have a list of department in a like our example, we have some employees does not have any department mapped, right? Or only few employees have the department mapped. If you wanted to get, right, you don't, like, one way is like you can use join, but here we are only talking about subquery, so I'm taking you through the subquery scenarios. Just keep this in mind. There might be multiple ways you can accomplish one. As I said, average, right? You can store that in variable and get the result, or you can use join condition to accomplish same, and again subqueries are helping you to do that. So how do you all these are options, right? Like maybe if you wanted to store a number, you had int, varchar, money, everything. So how did you choose? You choose the optimal based on the features comparison you did. Same way, when you write a query, when you are about to accomplish a result using a query, you might find different ways when you come to the practical examples. The best way which you can find is like, one is performance, definitely, and second one is complexity, how simple you can accomplish the code, because someone else might read your code later, so they should feel it very simple and straightforward. So always the first way is to performance, because each query, like in maybe some cases access might be faster than in some cases join might work wonders than using an inquiry. So these things we will learn through experience and comparing that with the query execution and all. We'll learn that in the advanced session. So we'll continue with the discussion of multi-row subquery. So multi-row subquery is like your subquery is going to return multiple records, and you wanted to like use that in your query. So here I just wanted to see who are the employees part of the department, or I can also check who are the employees who is not part of any of the department, right? So I need to check all the departments. So all the employees are part of the department? No. So the reason is we have null value in the department, and I have told you all that. So if it is a null, so that null can be give you positive or negative result in a query condition. right? I know there are employees without department ID. So these are there. This 252 records does not have a mapping. So this is seasonal condition system function, you already know. So I said, like, if it is department ID is null, you assign this as 0. So now there is no department ID called 0. So whatever is not matching is displayed. Okay. So here this is called multi-row subquery because your subquery is returning more than one value. In that case, you may have to use in or those kind of like multi-line, how you will manage multi-line, right? So that is how you have to manage the subquery as well. So you cannot use equal to less than greater than, all we have seen in the earlier error. Those condition you will not be able to use. Okay, now the last one is exist. So exist is we can say it's an extension of correlated subquery. Here I'm doing the same correlated subquery, but in the condition I'm using the exist command. So here if you put this in, right, you are getting all the employees who has the department. Here also what I am doing, employees matching with department, and I am checking when employee 1 is passing the department ID and matching that with department, am I getting anything result, right? So if you are getting a result that says that you have a record matching in the department ID. So this entire query returns as true. That's the particular employee will be displayed here. So if I write not here, this will be equivalent to the not in query you have written earlier, because I only need where which is not matching 252, the same number, right? So whichever is not matching, like the negative scenario would be displayed as result. Hope this is clear. So now, like whenever where we will use subquery, if you ask that question, the answer is like you wanted to get a small portion of result that need to be applied or used in your main query. It can be referring the same table or different table you can accomplish, so that whenever you start writing a query, right, understand that what is their requirement. So if you take this example, I'll summarize how you can identify the query. The requirement might be like, I need all the employees information whose whose salary is greater than the average salary. So greater than the average salary. So you need to know how you can find the average salary. So that query, you have to take average from the table so that you will get the average salary. Then you can apply that subquery portion on top of the main query, because salary should always be greater than the average. So that is how you can start writing the query. So now here we are learning more and more about functionalities. We learned variable, we know how to write multiple queries together. So in upcoming classes we'll learn stored procedure functions and all these things. We only learn system functions, but user can also create function. They are called user defined function. We'll be talking about those topics in the upcoming sessions. Hope this video was clear for you. Please refer this code from the shared location which is added in the description. You can also practice this code, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you like the video, feel free to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next session. Thank you.